I love a good glass of red. You know what? Sorry, Ben, for a second. Wait there. I found this lovely bottle in
Fucking hell, what have I
in
walked into
Tesco.
here now?
It's a Pinot Noir, but it's like blackberry and cherry and blueberry flavored wine, which is very exciting. I'll have a glass of that and I'll let you know how it is.
I'm going to nip out for a quick cig. So
It's not a quick sig. Stop saying it quick sig.
Yeah, well, I'm going to nip out for a
Why
joint.
don't you do your wine review?
Didn't want to say it out loud. Do you want to do your wine review while I'm away?
I can do that, bro.
All right. Well, we'll stretch out your screen then, and we'll make you the big screen, and I'm going to nip.
I need to get a glass.
Well, hurry up then. Hurry up. Go and get your.
You can't drink sophisticated wine from a bottle.
Right, guys. You're going to get a rather... Well, I don't even know what you're going to get, to be honest. I have no idea what the fuck's going to happen next. Yeah, get me back in his car. I want to be... There we go. That's it. That'll do. Me and Steve in the car. This is what we do. We cruise when we're men about town. Cruise around the town. See what's going down.
Does this car always look like that?
What, covered in bird shit?
Yeah,
No, not always.
Budge out of the way, people can see that.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
There you go. It's part of the paint job. What's he doing? Is he blowing the glass on the wine himself? These boys, these lads. The lads.
It's not Sunday.
No, it's not a Sunday. It's not the usual day for the boys, is it? Hello, boys. Oh, here he is. Right, guys, I will leave you in the completely incapable hands of Steam Horris. Now over to Steam with the wine review.
I believe it was Shakespeare that first said, "Enjoy a red wine, live a red wine, feel a red wine." So in his honour today, I'm going to be enjoying a fresh, voluptuous Pinot with rich notes of cherry, blackberry and plum, together with balanced ripe palate. How's that a balanced palate? I thought the palate was your thing. Anyway, so it's from Chile, this wine. Known for their wine, I believe. I believe the great Antonio Horris created the first Pinot. I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's known in history for that. Yeah, I think he's well known for that. There's a statue of him in Manchester somewhere. I've not found it, but if you ever come to Manchester, look up his statue, the Pinot Man. Let's pour it out. Now, what you're going to notice is I'm not going for a conventional wine glass. This is one glass I use. I don't believe in a wine, in a handle. I don't believe in it. Real men don't let the handle do the work. They hold their own wine in their own hands. It's a metaphor for destiny, I believe. But you do you. Let's give it a try. Come on. I'd love some from Animal Wines recommendations, Benny. Really appreciate them. I'm a big wine connoisseur, as you know. Rob says, a balanced palate means there's no overtaste. No, Rob. You're from Gorton. You know what I mean? It's not Carlin, it's wine. I think he thinks it's Carlin. It's different. It's making grapes. Making grapes, Rob. Lee J says, because you don't have one. I don't understand what. I don't have what. I don't understand. I've got everything. I've got it all. It's the song Want It All, and I Want It Now. It's about my forthcoming. So let's give this a little taste. You can see it there. You can't see it there. There you go. I'm gonna taste a bit. Exquisite. So, first glance, you could probably say this is just a wine. You'd be wrong. It's an experience. And that's the thing with a good wine. The wine like this, you're not paying for the liquid that's in the glass. You're paying for what the liquid in the glass makes you feel. And this makes me feel like I'm an esteemed member of a very, very high class country club. And I've been invited down for the day by one of my colleagues from the office, Dan Davidson. And he's invited me down. He said, Steve, come and spend a day with me and my friends at this esteemed place. And this is the entering drink that they've offered me. That's the kind of the feeling that I'm getting at the minute from this. So that's first conception, really. Upon the second sip, I'm really starting to feel the blackberries. I'm really starting to feel the cherries. It's like a Vimto party in my mouth. It's like my Bina and Vimto have come together for an illegal rave. And this is the music. That's the only way that it can be explained. Maybe strawberry bonbons have also come down, some kind of offset. It's another thing that it tastes, but it's good wine, that. If anybody's into wine, you want to ask me any wine question, I'll be more than happy to answer them because, as I said, I'm a wine connoisseur. So, Jenny, are you more of a dry or sweet wine person? It's a drink, Benny. I mean, I don't know how dry it can be. Be an empty fucking glass, wouldn't it? Leads Jay a wine glass. I've got 3 wine glasses. Leads Jay, and they're all dirty. So, whenever I wash wine glasses, it makes them like they look like a weird crust at the bottom of them. I don't understand what's happening, but that keeps happening. So, yeah. Wine tasting on France. You can't go wine tasting on France. You can go wine tasting in France, right? But you can't go on France. I don't know what you meant by that. Unless I literally stood on a map of France and enjoyed a wine, which I have done from time to time if it makes you feel above the people. But yeah, it's quite good wine. It's not as good as the 19 crimes I had. No way. I'm putting on 2 hours sleep in 2 days. Is that 2 hours each day or 2 hours over the course of 2 days? If it's 2 hours each day, then you're not getting away with that because any real man should function on less than 3 hours sleep anyway. Like the men of yesteryear. It was often said that Winston Churchill would survive on 35 minutes sleep and would bench press 105 kg every morning for 10 reps. So, are you less than Churchill? That's what I want to ask. What's so important that you've been up to? You can't say, oh, I've only had 2 hours sleep, and then I'm like, what have you been up to? And you've been like, oh, I needed to fucking go through my bottle cap collection or something because I'm not having that. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting an almost a fruity taste, an almost fruity smell, an almost fruity look from this wine. Really feel like it could become something more once I've let it breathe, let it air. I think it reminds me of the kind of wine you get on the beaches in Spain during the summer months. Often, a man called Javier would approach you when you were dining or whatever, and they'd usually say, like, wine for the sir, wine for the madame, and it reminds me of that kind of wine that they pour, to be honest with you, but more English. It looks really chilly, I suppose. But it's red wine, so it's not chilled, so that's weird. White or red wine every day of the week. Every day of the week, unless you're having fish. If you have red wine with fish, then in my book, you're as bad as Al Qaeda. But it's just saying. The Slum King, set if you had a winery. What's he on about? What does that even mean? Set what? What would you call your own wine? I'd call my wine Shadow Merlot, and it would be a plum wine. And it'd be a Shadow Merlot, and the bottle would be me hiding behind the door with a glass of wine. And you'd just kind of see the illumination of half of my body. And that would be my wine bottle. I've thought about this many times. I thought I suffered from paranoia, and it just turns out everybody does hate me, so that was interesting. Then, what are my favourite food? What do you mean by food? My favourite food individual is a lasagna, because it's layered. There's no end. How do you judge that which never ends? It's my thing on lasagna. Jaffa cake, biscuit, or cake? Ooh, it's biscuit. I've said it. It is true. I'll tell you why. Because if someone said, yeah, do you want a biscuit? Right. No, forget the biscuit. If someone said, oh, do you want a cake? You're at someone's house and do you want a cake? And you were like, yeah, yeah, I love a great cake, thank you. And they brought you over a fucking Jaffa cake. You think they were taking the piss. So it's a fucking cake, it's a fucking biscuit, right? Let's just get that fucking right. You know you would. If someone said, oh, I've got your birthday cake, you went, oh, cheers, happy birthday. And they came out, it's a fucking Cambridge Jaffa cake. Come to fuck off. So don't give me that shit that it's a cake. Fuck yourself. If it goes hard when it goes off as a cake and it goes soft as a biscuit, you're fucking soft, you biscuit. Shut up, baby. Yeah, you would. You would say you want a biscuit and you'd say, here's a fucking, and someone put that Jaffa cake. You wouldn't be like, what is this? It's a fucking cake. No, you wouldn't. You'd be like, it's a fucking biscuit. You wouldn't question it. You question more if it was a cake. You question more about the cake status than you would about the biscuit status, which means it's a biscuit. All right? Don't give me your shit. My last meal would be soup, because I could drink it, and then as it was in my mouth, I'd spit it into the person that was making it my last meal, and I'd say, you really think this is going to be my last meal? You can't stop me. I'll live forever. And that's why it would be soup.
What the fuck are you talking about now?